All right, we're back for lesson 3, and this gets into some of the real meat and potatoes I need to consider before creating my lead magnet. Now, he says that most people create a low-value freebie that's essentially a sales pitch. So in my mind, I'm imagining, I put my email address in a website for a freebie expecting to get something of value out of it, and instead I get a sales pitch to go buy something else, right? So that's what most people are doing. And this is a huge mistake because the market has evolved and people are giving up their email addresses for so many things these days that they inherently recognize this sales pitch is junk and will move on. And then basically they'll write me off, right? Because they will see that I'm just spamming them and trying to sell them something else. Now, it used to work. So there's a lot of courses out there that kind of put it out there of just get email addresses and build your list, but it doesn't anymore. So I need to make sure that my freebie is good enough that it would stand alone as a product that someone would be willing to pay for. Now, really hammering this point home, don't think of the lead magnet as a bridge to selling your product. You are providing real value first. So that's what I need to focus on is it's not do this so that you can then come buy my product, but I'm providing real value. He actually has us do some homework and he suggests that I write down 5 things that I could teach right now that someone will pay for. So this is what I wrote down. What is my video podcast equipment setup? So that's number 1. Number 2, how to get podcast guests. Number 3, how to source podcast art, right? So that's what shows up when you actually go look at a podcast. Number 4, what is my solo podcast format? So how do I talk for 20 minutes to half an hour? Number 5, how to automate podcast guesting, right? So what is that process and how do you automate it? And then I went for a bonus, which is number 6, and that's how to manage podcast storage because video podcasts take up a lot of space. Well, that's pretty much it for the 3rd lesson, and we have some real ideas out there for my lead magnet. By the way, that actually took a little bit of time. I didn't just rattle that off the top of my head. So if you were following along in this course, make sure you stop, do the exercise because it'll help. And remember, this part of the program is totally free, so you can check it out and kind of follow along with me at the link below and see how I progress.